What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Locomotive Time Travelers. Today I'm featuring a train that was very common in my childhood growing up. Basically right across the street from the Westinghouse plant in Trafford, Pennsylvania. It was very common that, in the yard, there was three tracks at the time, that there would be all sorts of electrical equipment on rail cars, parked, staged, coming or going. At the time, I was just a child, young kid, so whether they were coming or going, I'm not 100% sure. Westinghouse Electric was just a few miles down the Turtle Creek Valley from Trafford, Pennsylvania, at a different Westinghouse plant. However, there was also electrical testing facilities and other components being made for these transformers, electrical components, in Trafford, Pennsylvania as well. So this type of activity would have been taking place in the, in my childhood, it was the late 70s and early 80s. Okay? And a lot of these moves were being performed by the Turtle Creek Railroad, which was a local short line that came right off of what was then the Conrail main line, which was before that the Pennsylvania main line. Just a few miles from Pitcairn, PA, which at one point in time was a very, very large Pennsylvania Railroad yard. Okay, so a lot of history down through the valley, Turtle Creek Valley. Westinghouse, a major player in the area back in the day, and major employer of thousands of people in the Pittsburgh region, Turtle Creek Valley, eastern suburbs. I mean, you name it. People from all over. I mean, they employed thousands of people, in their heyday. Westinghouse Air Brake. It's literally right down the railroad from Trafford. The main line ran right behind my house, and which was the Conrail main line whenever I was a kid. And of course the Westinghouse switching yard and side spur came right off of the main line and into the plant, which was across the street from our HVAC business shop. So as I was a kid, my old man would have me in the shop doing stuff, making slips and drives for jobs as a kid. And, across the street, literally across the street, the Turtle Creek Railroad would be over there, or Conrail, switching out cars just like these with transformers on them and huge electrical components of all sorts, you name it, on flat cars, all this. Very, very common to be sitting down there and being switched out. So, just a little piece of my own personal history. I had owned this particular switcher, this Turtle Creek Railroad switcher, for, I don't know, maybe 2 years now, a year and a half, something like that, when Lionel released it recently. I bought it, but didn't really have anything to pull behind it that would have been local, just the way that it operated. So, I come across a couple pieces here and there, but never no transformer stuff like this box car. I come across that, just a few things. And then all of a sudden, I scored on this here transformer load on flat car. And that one there. Okay. And I started gaining momentum, thinking like, okay, a couple more pieces, I'll make up a nice little train for the Turtle Creek. It'll make some sense. It'll resemble things of my childhood. And lo and behold, just recently go out to York, and with not even an intention on really searching for these items, lo and behold, here they are. A gang of them. Westinghouse. I couldn't deny it. I had to purchase them. It was like a flashback. So it was a necessity. Had to happen. So obviously I purchased these guys. Brought them home, and now we have a nice little drag to pull behind the Turtle Creek switcher. Like we're back in the 1980s in Trafford, Pennsylvania. Instead, we're here on the layout, aka Nicely, PA. And I'm gonna make some runs around the layout, catch a couple of angles at her, and see you next time. You guys have a good one. See ya. Bye.